We'll try and get you more of the Kaushik Basu interview later in the program, but let's turn to the other big story. The uncertainty over Anna Hazare's plans to tour the 5 poll-bound states has only increased now because of his ill health. Arvind Kejriwal, a member of Team Anna, today visited Anna Hazare at Pune's Sancheti Hospital. The 74-year-old, remember, was hospitalized on Saturday night after he was found suffering from severe bronchitis, chest infection and viral fever. Doctors now say that his condition is improving, but he needs complete rest for the next 7 days. They also added that he should not go on a fast for the next 1 month.
जो लोगों को लगता था कि मेरी तबीयत बहुत खराब हो गई, वो ऐसा नहीं है, उसमें काफ़ी सुधार आ गया है। थोड़े दिन में मैं अच्छा हो जाऊंगा, तो मेरी चिंता नहीं करना कोई।
Okay, that is Anna Hazare saying, Meri chinta mat karna koi. But we are going to ask the big question tonight. Is it time for Team Anna to press the pause button on their agitation? That's our next talking point here on India. Joining us now is Kiran Kher. Remember, she is a supporter of Anna Hazare. She's a member of the BJP. Nandita Rao, lawyer who's also been a critic of Anna, is joining us. We're also joined by Shazia Ilmi, member of Team Anna. She joins us as well. Shazia, let me come to you first. There is one view, Shazia Ilmi, that Team Anna pushed Anna a little too hard. He was almost forced into an agitation and a fast last week, and it's told on his health. Do you concede that this is the time to push the pause button? Irrespective of whether you pushed him too hard or whether he wanted to fast on his own, this is the time now to press the pause button and review the situation as it exists at the start of this year.
Well, at the outset, let me make it very clear and amply clear that, Anna's health is a source of anguish for all of us, and we hope he gets well soon, which is why the core committee meeting got deferred. And Anna takes a call. Really, he decides as to when he wants to go on fast. Even we implored him, and we were all around him when he was sat on a fast at MMRDA. But it's only the second day, when Anna could not take it anymore and his health was really in jeopardy, did he decide that he should call it quits and suspend his fast, which is exactly what happened.
Okay.
And even those 12 days in Ramlila ground, I mean, I was there, and there would be all of us. So Anna pretty much takes a call, makes the decisions for himself, for his fast. And yes, you're right. I mean, nobody should force him, and Anna, we are concerned about Anna's health, and I think his health is really important for nation's health, really.
No,
so we cannot put it in jeopardy.
So you're denying that at any stage did Team Anna push Anna into his last agitation, because this was his third fast in 9 months, and as the doctors have now said, that this was something that was running a huge risk to his health.
On the contrary, Rajdeep, on the contrary, I was present in the core committee meeting, and Anna wanted to go on an indefinite fast, and we knew he wasn't doing well. He has been under the weather. The 12 days that he fasted have taken a toll on his system, on his health parameters. In fact, so we insisted and we said, Anna, please make it 3 days if you want to. But it was Anna who was gung-ho and who said who wants to go on an indefinite fast. So we said, Anna, we cannot let you do this.
Okay.
And Anna said, don't care about me. We have to put the pressure on. That's what Anna is like.
Okay, that's what you're saying. That's what Anna is like. Kiran Kher, you've been a staunch Anna supporter. You're in the BJP. There is a belief, though, that the BJP wants Anna to campaign against the Congress in the forthcoming elections. Is Anna in danger of being used by the BJP to further a political agenda? Will the BJP be disappointed if Anna doesn't campaign, for example, in a state like Uttar Pradesh, and almost certainly now not in Punjab, because Punjab goes to the polls this month and Anna is clearly not fit?
Rajdeep, firstly, I'd like to wish you a very happy new year.
Happy New Year.
And I'd also like to say that I hope Annaji gets well soon. And I don't think anybody is so hard-hearted as to want a 73-year-old man to 74-year-old man to go on a fast or, overstretch his health. Nobody would want that. And I certainly don't know of any such plans that the BJP would want Anna and that Anna would listen to anybody. I don't think it's true, this whole thing that's being built up, that the BJP is the face behind, Anna is the face in front. No. It's really not true at all. And if if he campaigns, hello, I think I've lost the voice. Hello?
No, I'm getting your
Hello?
voice. You know, I'm getting your voice.
Okay.
I'm getting your voice.
okay.
You don't think the BJP will be disappointed if Anna doesn't campaign?
I don't think Anna needs to campaign. I think what happened in the Rajya Sabha on the night of the 29th was bigger than any campaign could be. It spelled out for the entire nation what the Congress party was doing, and it was so obvious to everybody, however much they might scream and shout from the rooftops that the BJP doesn't want the Lokpal bill to be passed. It was quite clear.
Right.
Mr. Arun Jaitley had made it quite clear that we could sit even the whole night and the next day.
Okay.
And those 187 amendments, Rajdeep, are actually whittled down to only 3 or 4, let me tell you.
Okay.
There are similar amendments, so many of them.
So
it's an excuse the
so
government
you're
is
saying
using.
the BJP doesn't need Anna to campaign to win this election is what your belief is. But Anjali Bhardwaj, also of the NCPRI, joining us. Y'all have also campaigned against the Lokpal bill. The fact is the Lokpal bill didn't get passed in Parliament, and there is a feeling that the political class doesn't want a Lokpal. Does Anna in those situations have any real choice in your view but to continue his campaign in some form, because otherwise the momentum of 2011 will be lost as we enter 2012?
No, absolutely. I think, Rajdeep, that public pressure needs to be kept on, and I think people are going to continue to demand from the government, from the parliament, a very strong anti-corruption legislation and a strong Lokpal bill. There's no question about it. What we saw in the parliament, of course, we saw that the Lok Sabha passed the Lokpal bill. It has certain shortcomings. For example, the independent investigating agency is not there. There are some other shortcomings related to the independence of the Lokpal, like its selection and removal procedure. But certainly it is a step forward. And the Rajya Sabha saw a lot of contentious issues being brought up by the opposition, some of which perhaps needed to have been brought up a little earlier. For example, the Lokayukta question, especially given the sense of the House resolution that was passed rather unanimously by the Parliament earlier.
Right.
But I feel that several issues have got highlighted. They have got, there's specific sort of, one can see what those issues are.
Right.
And perhaps a little more debate needs to happen on those issues, but certainly people will be watching, because what we saw in 2011
Right.
was a very clear anger among people about the corruption that's taking place in this country and the need for an independent and empowered anti-corruption body.
Okay.
So I think there are different groups that are going to keep the pressure on, and of course one hopes that Anna's health also improves and India Against Corruption also keeps the pressure on. And I think ultimately the Rajya Sabha will need to debate these issues, and the parties will need to
Right.
build some consensus to be able to deliver a good anti-corruption bill.
Okay, let me come to Nandita Rao. Nandita Rao, you've been a critic. You've been a
I need to
critic.
come in here, Raj.
No, just a minute. Nandita Rao, you've been a critic of the methods of Team Anna. Yes, fasting is injurious to his health, but what's wrong if, let's say, next month Anna is fit, he campaigns in Uttar Pradesh? Isn't that the best way to have your voice heard? Let's go to the voters, his supporters will say, and convince them that the Lokpal is an issue worth fighting for. Should Anna be then pressing a pause button or going out and campaigning and telling the voters where he stands?
I think Anna as a citizen, if he feels well enough and doctors allow him, has every right to go and campaign
Right.
or do whatever he wants.
Right.
But I think that the people of India are really not into gladiator games, and really they were not supporting the India Against Corruption movement because they enjoyed the saga of seeing a 78-year-old man get more and more feeble, as we did in Ramleela ground. And criticism of people like me was to this nature of ridiculous, campaign where we saw that this man's health is being harmed. People of India were supporting India, whoever those people were, I think that joining the campaign because of the issue of Lokpal. So I don't think Anna needs to do a pause, or India Against Corruption needs to do any kind of pause.
Right.
Now on the issue of going and campaigning in various election
Yes.
bound states, what will a campaign be? Because what they need to do is at this point launch their electoral reform issue, that we must have a right of rejection,
So
because Rajya Sabha is the upper house. It's the house of intellect. And the Rajya Sabha, both the government and the opposition
Yes.
have shown that they are just playing politics.
So you're saying Anna,
this is the
you're
time
saying
if
Anna
I
should
was
actually
India
move
against
beyond.
corruption-
You're saying Anna should now move on to the next
Yes,
issue,
now,
which is electoral
see,
reforms.
the Lokpal bill, maybe not in, yes, maybe not in this session, in the budget session, it will be presented and it will get passed. And yes, amendments can come. But the fiasco in the Rajya Sabha has shown that we need electoral reform.
So-
because the idea has to be to strengthen institutions.
But what
not
happens-
to have
what-
fascist mobs
No, hold on.
replacing weakened institutions.
No, but what happens to the Lokpal campaign itself? Is that something, Shazia Ilmi, that Team Anna is willing to consider? We've done what we could with Lokpal. Let's move to the next issue. Is that the way forward? Is that something that
Not at all. No, not at all. No, no.
No?
Rajdeep, the
Yes.
campaign has just been intensified. What we saw what we saw on the 29th night, I mean the Cinderella hour, so to speak, when the clock struck 12, and we saw how everybody rallied around to ensure that voting is not done. And we all heard Arun Jaitley and Sitaram Yechuri, and earlier, even Satish Mishra talk
Right.
about CBI, talk about selection of Lokpal processes and other amendments. We all saw what happened. So
Right.
the campaign has just been intensified and people have seen it for themselves. So this gives fresh impetus to the movement.
Okay.
Yes, Nandita is right. We need to talk about inner party democracy. We need to talk about electoral reforms. There is something that doesn't work, you know.
But
it is
you
not
know-
consensus-based politics.
But how long?
It is not party politics. It is personality politics that
But
we saw.
no, but hold on. Nobody is disputing the issues that Anna will take up, whether it's Lokpal or whether it's election. The fact is the method. Here is a man now at the age of 74 who's clearly not well. You know, Kiran Kher, Anna's decline, some say, in terms of popular support, began with the Hisar campaign. The moment Team Anna went into Hisar, they missed, somewhere they mistook an election defeat of the Congress as their victory. And that went to their heads. Is it time, therefore, for Team Anna to stay away from politics, to stay away from electoral politics? Should Team Anna campaign on these issues like any other pressure group outside electoral politics? Should Anna be forced into a campaign which could damage his health even further?
Rajdeep, I don't think so. I think Anna and his team should campaign the way they think fit. And I think other pressure groups haven't really worked very well in this instance. Because as Anjali was saying, she said, we'll get a Lokpal, so what, okay, so there's no CBI in it, so what, the person who's electing, the way selection of the Lokpal is like this, then what is the Lokpal all about? Then it's a dud Lokpal, it's a toothless dead Lokpal.
No,
It
are you
has
saying
no
Anna?
powers.
Are you
And
saying
we
Anna
talk-
must continue to fight for this Lokpal through an election campaign?
Everybody must continue. Whatever way that Team Anna thinks fit, which Anna leads that team.
Every possible way.
I am with them.
Okay.
Every possible way. Because let me tell you that, all this reason and all might be, something for the mind. But for Team Anna and for wanting a strong anti-corruption bill, it is a fire in the heart. And there is no way that you can stop that.
No, you
By
can-
all this...
you cannot.
You can, talking about it and saying, let's be civil, let's not do this, let's not do that. I think Team Anna will decide how to do it,
Okay.
protecting Annaji's health, but he's not supposed to go on a fast now.
Okay,
he's
but
very
the point,
capable of sitting on a
no,
dharna
the
once
point
he
is,
recovers.
the point, Anjali Bhardwaj, if Anna doesn't campaign, let's say Anna is in hospital, will the movement lose steam? Is that a danger that this movement, this entire anti-corruption Lokpal movement will lose steam, that the politicians will feel safe? With Anna in hospital, the politicians will feel safe.
Well, I should hope not, Rajdeep, because I think what 2011 has shown is that people are genuinely angry on the issue of corruption.
Right.
And I think there is no two ways that people across the country want an empowered and an independent Lokpal. Let me respond to what Mrs. Kher just mentioned.
Yes.
I don't think anybody in this country, and especially people in the NCPRI who have spent most of their lives fighting against corruption, would want an ineffective Lokpal to come into place.
Right.
We have been saying for a very long time that this issue must not be politicized. Of course, it's Team Anna's prerogative. It's a democracy. We all have a right to protest and take different ways
Right.
to achieve a goal, whichever we feel is best. Maybe it could be an Anshan, it could be a pro or anti any political party. That's entirely Team Anna's or any other group's prerogative.
Right.
But the NCPRI has believed that politicizing the issue is not going to take it very far, and unfortunately what we saw in the Rajya Sabha was exactly the fallout of that.
Okay.
We saw the Congress party not mustering enough numbers. There were problems from the Congress party and the BJP raking up issues which could have been brought up earlier in the standing committee and several other places like the Lokayukta issue.
Okay.
They were brought up, Rajdeep, they were brought up. The Lok Sabha clearly said when Team Anna first. Please can I come in? Please can I come in?
No, one by one. The
Please,
fact, the danger
Okay.
is that if Anna's movement takes over once again in 2012, the issue will remain politically polarized. Then we will not find a solution. I think that's the worry.
1,200 people in the demonstration. People are not stupid. There's a Lokpal, it will get passed. You know, unless of course the BJP again starts filling the streets on the pretext of Anna Hazare. You know, people know they've got a bill and they are willing to work with it. Rajya Sabha has shown that we need electoral reform because the opposition and the government made a joke of themselves and in the upper house. I wish Kiranji was in the Rajya Sabha and her burning heart brought better behavior. But frankly, I think what happened in the Rajya Sabha, the MPs have joined Team Anna in humiliating the parliament.
No, hold on.
Really, the people...
No, hold on.
1 minute.
Hold on.
1 minute, Rajdeep. You can't allow her to talk.
Yes, Kiran Kher respond.
It's all lies.
Okay, Kiran Kher respond and then I'll go to Shazia.
Now?
Yes.
Firstly, I would like to say that the first time Team Anna met Mr. Jaitley at Mr. Advani's house and they came out and spoke to the press, Mr. Jaitley had made it clear they have no problem with the Lokayukts if it was under Article 252.
Okay.
He has reiterated this on television in various interviews subsequent to 29.
Yes.
And I believe him, so must the rest of India.
Okay.
Secondly, Rajya Sabha is not about elected politics. They are nominated members.
Yes.
They're not really elections. We need electoral reform. Definitely. And not only is the fire burning within my heart, Nandita, it burns within the heart of every right-thinking Indian, let me tell you.
Okay.
And it will come to pass.
Let's for a moment, let me step back. One of our goals for 2012 should be less rhetoric, more reason. I just want to get, Shazia Ilmi, if Anna Hazare is genuinely ill, if Anna is ill and is in hospital, without Anna at the helm, can Team Anna go on a campaign? Aren't you marginal without Anna? Anna is the mascot. Anna is the one you need. Are you therefore tempted in a sense that without Anna Hazare, where does this campaign really go? You need Anna Hazare leading it. If he's not out there, what happens to Team Anna?
Of course. I think it is Anna that gets us all together. I mean, he is the galvanizing force. He is the face, the symbol and the spirit of the movement. And Anna doesn't have to fast every time. Anna's call, Anna's Maunvrat, there are different ways for Anna to be out there and lead the movement and spearhead it. But I would just like to make a comment. I would like to rebut some of the preceding speakers. You know, it wasn't about against Congress, it's against the ruling party. And electoral reforms would affect Lok Sabha more than Rajya Sabha. I think Nandita needs to know that. Also, when we speak against the ruling party, it is the ruling party that
actually
pushed the
inaccurate.
bill,
Why
which was
don't you see the
ineffective,
suggestions
which did
by
not
Arvind
consider any
Kejriwal
amendments in the Lok Sabha and in Rajya Sabha did not allow any voting to happen.
Right,
Let me finish what I was saying, please.
Yes, go ahead.
Exactly.
Let me finish what I was saying.
But you're not answering my question. Can Team Anna survive without Anna leading it actively from the helm? Given his health, there is a concern over his health. Can Team Anna continue with this campaign with the same intensity without Anna Hazare at the helm? Is it time to press the pause button?
No,
not at all. I don't think the pause button should be, stop at all. Another thing, not at all. And there are many Annas. This whole movement has given us something amazing. It's a catalyst for a new process of transformation. And people, it's like the baton relay. People will take the movement ahead. There is a change in the system. There is a change in the thought.
You know, that's what you're saying.
Believe you me, this will go far ahead.
Okay, you're saying it'll go far ahead. Anjali Bhardwaj, let me bring you in at this point. You know, there are those who will believe that even if Anna isn't able to campaign, you will have to invent an Anna because the rage against corruption is real. And you will need an Anna like Hazare-like character to channelize that rage. Would you concede that in 2012 you need the Anna Hazares? It may not be Anna himself. You need other individual leaders who can channelize public rage.
Look, Rajdeep, you know, Anna Hazare has been very effective, and however, I don't think that a personality-led mode is the only way forward. We've seen several other very progressive legislations being passed, things being done in our democracy, which haven't been spearheaded by one individual. So if we get an Anna Hazare or many Anna Hazares, that's great. But even if we don't, I think the people of this country are united in believing that they want a strong anti-corruption legislation, and I think they will demand from the government, from the parliament, a strong law. Now here, I would just want to respond to a couple of things that the preceding speaker said. Look, I think that in terms of pressing the pause button, I tend to agree with Shazia. I don't think there's any need to press any pause buttons. But yes, certainly some things will need to be reconsidered. For example, let me just sort of mention the letter, the open letter that India Against Corruption wrote to the Prime Minister and the members of Parliament just before the Rajya Sabha debate. That in many ways focused the demands of India Against Corruption on things that are terribly wrong with the Lokpal bill which has got passed in the Lok Sabha. So things like the need for an independent investigating agency, the need for a better selection and a removal mechanism, those are the sort of things that are likely to make sure that this bill will be effective. And I think it would do a lot of good if we all were to consider what are the absolutely essential things now to make the Lokpal bill effective and make sure that it's an independent and empowered agency to fight corruption.
Okay.
And those are the things which need to be really fought for in a very focused way. Because if we don't do that, and if we bring back things like a lot of other things which are there in the Jan Lokpal bill, which there hasn't been a total consensus on, I think the battle might be lost. And the only people who might end up gaining are those who don't really want a Lokpal bill in place because it's not useful or convenient for them.
Okay, Anjali Bhardwaj, Shazia Ilmi, Nandita Rao, Kiran Kher, appreciate your joining us on our talking point tonight. Should Anna press the pause button is what we've asked in 2012. The editor's take, where do we stand? With Anna being advised rest for a month, maybe it is time for some of his supporters to take stock. Anna was a dominant influence, or the dominant influence of 2011, his anti-corruption slogan striking a chord with millions. Corruption won't go in the new year, nor will our netas change overnight. But the way forward is to make 2012 the year of reason and rational debate, not of rhetoric and confrontation. Team Anna must remain a potent pressure group, but can we reduce the noise levels just a bit? Okay, there's plenty more on India at 9. The latest twist in the Bhabri Devi case. Congress MLA Malkhan Singh may be the real mastermind in her abduction and murder, according to CBI sources. Also, will the battle over the birth date of the Indian Army Chief now move to the court? General VK Singh considering legal action against the Defence Ministry. And of course, the big cricket question, can India stage a comeback in Sydney? Harsha Bhogle will be joining us with his take on the challenge ahead in Sydney tomorrow.
सभी खास मेहमान लगातार हमारे साथ बने हुए हैं। क्या देश के साथ हुआ है धोखा? टीम अन्ना की सदस्य शाजिया इल्मी भी हमारे साथ जुड़ गई हैं। शाजिया, ये वो कह रही हैं कि हम बहुत सशक्त लोकपाल बिल लेकर आएंगे, जो बहुत सारे संशोधन थे, इसलिए जरा सा वक्त लगेगा, हमें टाइम दीजिए। यकीन होता है?
नहीं, बिल्कुल यकीन नहीं होता। और देश में किसी को भी जो अब तक कांग्रेस की हिमायत भी कर रहे थे और लगातार कह रहे थे कि शायद कांग्रेस इस वादे पर खरी उतरेगी, कि कोशिश करेगी ऑपोजिशन का पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू लेने की, लेकिन जिस तरह से 6 बजे तक सूची मिल जाने के बावजूद जो अमेंडमेंट्स की थी, किसी भी तरह से वोटिंग से घबराकर किस तरह से कांग्रेस ने पूरे एक सुनियोजित और प्री मेडिटेटेड तरीके से इस पूरे मामले को लटकाया है, तो मैं तो यही कहती हूँ कि पहली बात ये लोकपाल था ही नहीं, ये थोप पाल था, इसको थोपा जा रहा था सबके ऊपर। और हमने देखा जो लोकसभा में हुआ वहां पे सिर्फ कांग्रेस का अहंकार देखने को मिला क्योंकि मेजोरिटी थी, लेकिन क्योंकि राज्यसभा में मेजोरिटी नहीं थी तो घबराहट देखने को मिली, और उस घबराहट के चलते उन्होंने क्या क्या नहीं किया, दांव पेश लगातार चालाकियों पर चालाकियां, काश थोड़ी सी इस तरह की जो अकल और चालबाजी थी कांग्रेस या सरकार दिखाती एक अच्छे लोकपाल के लिए, तो
प्रभा जी जवाब
आज का दिन हमें देखने को नहीं मिलता। एक नए साल का एक बेहतरीन तोहफा और एक अच्छे भविष्य की कल्पना के साथ, संकल्प के साथ हम नए साल में जाते।
प्रभा जी।
संजना
जी,
मैं यहाँ ये कहना चाहूंगी कि खैर वो अन्ना जी की टीम की सदस्य हैं तो उनकी भाषा वही होगी जो अन्ना जी की टीम की होती है। बीजेपी और अन्ना जी एक ही सिक्के के दो पहलू हैं, उनकी भाषा एक सी रहती है। वो एक तरह बोलते हैं। कल अरुण जेटली जैसे नेता उन्होंने ये कहा कि एनजीओ की वकालत की कि एनजीओ को दायरे में नहीं रखना चाहिए। नहीं, बात सुनिए ना, अब आप बोल रहे हैं। नहीं, बात तो सुनिए। अब आप बात क्यों नहीं पूरी मुझे बात करने दीजिए मेरी, कि अरुण जेटली जी तक बोले कि एनजीओ को दायरे से बाहर रखना चाहिए, प्राइवेट कंपनियों को दायरे से क्यों रखना चाहिए। आप सुनिए ना, आप सुनिए ना। क्यों सच्ची बात कड़वी जरूर लगती है लेकिन सुननी तो चाहिए ना, कि उनको प्रधानमंत्री को दायरे में रखें, संसद को रखें। नहीं, अब आप मेरी बात पूरी नहीं होना देती है आप मेरी।
सच्ची बात मैं आपको सुनाती हूँ प्रभा जी।
नहीं
प्रभा जी
सुनिए, आप जब
प्रभा जी सुनिए आप जी, आप नहीं, मैं बिल्कुल नहीं होने दूंगी आपकी बात। अब लगातार ये बात कही जा रही है और इस बात में कोई दम नहीं है। क्या आप ये भी कह रहे हैं कि सीपीएम, क्या आप ये भी कह रही है सीताराम येचुरी भी आरएसएस के साथ है? क्या आप ये भी कह रही है टीएमसी भी आरएसएस के साथ है? क्या आप ये भी कह रही है कि समाजवादी पार्टी भी आरएसएस के साथ है? कितना बार आरएसएस में बहाना लेंगे प्रभा जी? कहाँ जाएंगी इतने बहाने बनाकर?
सिर्फ बीजेपी का कहा है
कम से कम।
मैं आपसे एक बात कह रही हूँ, सरकार
पब्लिक
एनडीए सरकार थी तो कभी लोग मैं इसीलिए कह रही हूँ ना दीजिए। आप
सीताराम येचुरी ने कहा हम रात भर
मेरी बात सुनिए, पब्लिक सब जानती है और आपकी बात मैंने शांति से सुनी। आप में धैर्य नहीं है सुनने का। आप लोग लाठी थप्पड़ गोली की बात करने वाले लोग हैं। आप गांधी टोपी लगाना से गांधी नहीं बन जाता कोई। समझ गए ना, आपकी असलियत जनता समझ गई है। बम्बई में इसीलिए बोरिया बिस्तर उठ गए आपके, और जगह भी उठ जाएंगे। और आपके टारगेट सिर्फ राहुल गांधी और सोनिया गांधी और कांग्रेस है। लेकिन आप कितनी भी कोशिश करिए, 500 राज्यों में घूमिए चाहे पूरे देश में, आपका अंजाम वही होगा जो अभी मुंबई में हुआ है। आप भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ नहीं है, सिर्फ कांग्रेस के खिलाफ हैं। और ये जनता की समझ में आ गया आप राजनीति कर रहे हैं। आपको ना भ्रष्टाचार मिटाने से मतलब है ना लोकपाल से।
मुख्तार जी जल्दी से
आती है भ्रष्टाचार से।
मुख्तार जी जल्दी से आपका जवाब, जल्दी से।
जनता की समझ में आ गया आप क्या कर रही हैं प्रभा जी?
आप एक प्रभा जी को अच्छी तरह मालूम है कि लोकपाल के मुद्दे पर 28 तारीख को चर्चा होनी थी और सरकार ने एक बहाना बनाया कि वो राष्ट्रपति जी के पास दस्तखत के लिए गया है। अरे आप जो है 100 साल पहले की बात कर रहे हैं कि वो राष्ट्रपति जी के पास दस्तखत होकर आएगा तब हम चर्चा करेंगे। एक दिन आपने ऐसे खराब किया, आपने फिर 29 को चर्चा शुरू कराई, उसके बाद उस चर्चा में भी ऐसा ढाल महल और चूचू का मुरब्बा बना दिया ताकि वो चर्चा ही ना पूरी हो पाए। जो चीज आपको 28 को शुरू करने वाली थी, आपने कहा कि राष्ट्रपति जी का दस्तखत होने गया है। अरे भैया वो जमाना चला गया क्या कि अकबर बादशाह का दस्तखत होने मुल्तान गए, 2 महीने बाद लौट के आएंगे। अरे आप 1 घंटे में आप हिंदुस्तान के किसी कोने से 2 घंटे में हो सकता था। ये सारा की सारी सोच और सारे की सारी योजना खुद कांग्रेस पार्टी की थी और कांग्रेस अपने चतुराई के चक्रव्यूह में बुरी तरह फंस चुकी है, चाहे वो जितना भी इसका एक्सप्लेनेशन दे।
तरह तरह की दलीलें तमाम पार्टियों की तरफ से सामने आ रही है, लेकिन कुल मिलाकर आज देश ये पूछ रहा है कि लोकपाल के मुद्दे पर कितने संजीदा है हमारे नेता, हमारी राजनीतिक पार्टियां। क्या देश के साथ हुआ है धोखा? आप देखते रहिए स्टार न्यूज़।
जितना कम पहनोगे उतना हॉट दिखोगे। डॉलर अल्ट्रा थर्मल्स,
हॉट है बॉस।